All right, I'm going to go ahead and get started. And let me share my screen. Today we're going to be talking through mastering billing and support for your merchants. Just like always, if you have a question, feel free to interrupt me. You can unmute yourself, ask the question. Happy to go ahead and answer those along the way, or you can simply put them in the chat box. I probably will not see them until I'm done with the presentation if they are in the chat box. So if you need something clarified in that moment, just unmute yourself and ask, and we can help answer. All right. So just to kind of state the agenda for today's workshop, we're going to be going through billing management, providing effective support, and then going through advanced billing and support strategies and best practices and things that we typically do. So first, billing management essentials. Scenario one is updating the payment methods for a merchant. You all obviously have access to do this. Your merchants also have access to update their own billing. So if they do need to update their card at any time, they can log into their portal and do that. But of course, you have access in doing that as well. You'll just do that by going in your admin portal in their account. Instead of impersonating their account, you'll choose to manage it. Click on the billing tab, and this is what it's going to look like for you. You have all of these options of edit. They only have the option to edit their actual card. So of course you can change their next bill date if you ever need to, edit their plan if you're upgrading them, and even edit their email here. So this is the email that they get receipts and invoicing, all of that good stuff. So next is handling missed or declined payments. So you're going to receive daily emails with details of like the successful payments as well as payment failures. So you'll receive that through email. Your merchants will also receive an email letting them know that their payment has failed. Payments that have failed will automatically put that merchant account into suspend mode. So what that means is they're not going to be able to send out any mass text. Between you and me, they do have access to the other features, but they cannot send out any mass text until they make the payment, and then it automatically will take them out. They do receive a pop-up when they're logged in that prompts them to update their card in the billing section. So they can either retry their card if they've added funds into it, or if they just need to simply put a whole new card in, it has a little pop-up that prompts them to do that. Once the payment is successful, the suspension, like I said, is lifted. And then you, as the partner, you're going to be able to do this for them, like I just showed you, by going to their billing and their invoicing, and you can manage their payment features. So you can also retry their card. So if they've let you know, hey, I've added more funds into my card, you can go in there and retry it. And you can review all of the activity related to that invoice as well. If the payment does still decline, you'll need to copy the email address and send a follow-up using, you can send a follow-up. So we have saved templates where we reach out to these, our merchants that have a paid failment, and just a quicker response. Scenario 3 for the billing management is creating a custom invoice. So the reasons why you would do something like this manually is, let's say you sign them up on a web app only, they're not doing a kiosk when you're signing them up, and then later they decide, hey, I want to add a kiosk. You would need to go in and manually invoice that account. Another is if you need to add another location mid-billing cycle. So for instance, it might be a multi-location deal and they're only wanting to start a few locations with you to start off with, just to see how it does. And then maybe mid-month, they decide they want to add a few more locations. So you would need to invoice them for those other locations. And then if you are providing any custom marketing materials or account management services, anything else, you can do manual invoicing through this as well. So you can see you can add line items, quantities, the price per quantity, and then it'll send the invoice to them. Let's see, effective support. So providing effective support in some kind of scenarios here. So responding to common support requests. So this platform, first and foremost, is phone friendly for yourself as the partner for the admin portal, as well as for your merchants portal. So definitely recommend you adding this and saving it on your phone for quick reference. If someone is to give you a call while you're out and about, you'll be able to pull up their account easily from your phone. Sometimes you may have to send a text for a merchant, especially if you are doing, obviously, a full service deal, but sometimes we have merchants that give us a call and say, hey, I don't have time to send out a text. Can you do this for me? Or whatever the scenario may be in that you may need to go in, impersonate their account and send out a text. Obviously updating the payment method. So that also can be handled through your phone by the admin portal. Troubleshooting kiosk. So we have all of the common kiosk issues that we deal with in the Academy for our partners. My recommendation is to print that out and have it on hand or have it saved somewhere on your phone for just a quick reference for if, someone gives you a call and says, hey, the kiosk is not working or whatever. That way you can kind of help walk them through some of the steps that we provide for you quickly and easily. Some kiosk troubleshooting issues that you've probably seen in the Academy are like, obviously, if they've unplugged it and it's dead. So that would be one reason, and probably a more common reason than you would think. Dead battery, which kind of goes along with the unplugging. Sleep mode. So if you're familiar with how Apple products work, they will go in sleep mode, which causes the screen to go black. The home button just needs to be hit to open it back up. Connection issues, which would mean a white screen, airplane mode. So all of these things we give you step by step on how to help them get it back up and working. And then enabling the location visibility on the mobile web app. So we also have this tutorial guide in the Academy for you. So I definitely recommend you saving this to your phone or printing it out as well. But we do get calls from customers of our merchants or from our merchants saying, hey, this person is not able to access or not able to sign up or check in or whatever while they're here at the location. And it's simply that they need to turn on their location in their phone. So we have Android and Apple instructions for you so you can relay to them how to turn that on. And I apologize, I'm still getting through this. Some of y'all know that I'm getting through a cold, so having to clear my throat some. Another scenario for support is using the one-to-one conversations tool. So we use this ourselves. So when we're communicating between you all and myself, it's through our platform. But we also do it with our merchant side of the business. So highly recommend you using that demo account for prospecting. You can always, after they are in the prospect space or stage and they sign up with you, you can move them to a group as an active merchant so you can communicate with them and things like that. But in the one-to-one conversations tool, you can actually create saved replies. It makes it a lot quicker and easier depending on a different scenario. If you're sending out a lot of text to your prospects about something specific, you have that saved reply, you click on it, and then you don't have to type it all out. So you can make saved replies, and we utilize that every single day in our world. So definitely something we recommend you doing. Another scenario would be escalating issues beyond basic support. Obviously, there's going to be times where you come across something you can't figure out how to help your merchant, and you can always just let them know, look, let me get with my tech team, whatever you want to call us, let me get with my tech team, and then you have ways to reach out to us. You know how to reach out to me specifically. Definitely highly recommend utilizing the support ticket, as you're going to get a quicker response through the support ticket. We typically reply during normal business hours within an hour. We'll give you a response, whether it be, hey, we're looking into this, or we've been able to, or we can explain what it is we need to explain to you. But to get to the support ticket, most of you probably know this, but you can do it through the dashboard on your admin portal, or if you click on the little question mark in the top right corner and scroll down a little bit, you'll see support ticket there as well. This comes to multiple people, so you will get a quicker response. Whereas if you do reach out to me specifically, it might just take me a little bit longer to get back to you. And now we'll go through some advanced billing and support strategies. So a scenario for this would be for promotional billing and credit adjustment. So you can adjust a merchant's next bill date, which I've kind of talked about already, under the billing in that manage and then billing under their account. So reasons why you would probably do this is, so we have some ice cream parlors and things like that they're only open a certain time period of the year, and then they close down and they don't open up until the next spring. So in those cases, we do move the next bill date when they tell us they are closing down. We move the next bill date to when they said that they are going to open back up. So that would be one scenario of why you would do that. And then also you can add credit for a merchant on their account. So an example of why you would do this is, so we like to run promotions. When I was out selling this to merchants, I would always let them know, hey, if you have a referral, or if you know any other restaurants or coffee shops like yours that would love this platform, if I go and I meet with them and they sign up with me, we will always we'll give them, I think it's 5,000 credits for a referral. So that would be one example of why you would actually add credits to an account, and you can do that from this from that same page. And then another scenario is managing disputes and refunds. So you can view disputed transactions under invoices in the admin portal. So these are rare. They will be addressed directly within your Stripe account if one does occur, though. Obviously, we prefer not to issue refunds. Occasionally, they are obviously necessary, but you can process refunds under the paid invoice section. You can either choose to do a partial or a full refund, depending on the scenario or what's going on. And then you can also add notes, so you can remind yourself of why you gave them a partial or full refund or whatever happened. Instead of refunding, what we do is we try to offer credits. So then you would obviously go back and add whatever credits if you choose to go that route.